My fiancée took a break, vanished for weeks, met her ex. Now wants to resume our wedding plans. I'm ready to walk away. My fiancée Jessica and I had been together for 4 years. We just sent out save the dates for our October wedding when she dropped the bomb. She came home from work one Tuesday and said she needed space to figure things out. I asked what there was to figure out. We'd already picked the venue, booked the photographer, ordered the cake. She just kept saying she felt overwhelmed and needed time alone to clear her head. I thought maybe wedding stress was getting to her, so I said, okay, take a week, go visit your sister or something. She packed a bag that night and left. 1 week turned into 2, then 3. She barely answered my texts. Just stuff like, I'm fine, still thinking, need more time. Her friends wouldn't tell me where she was. Her mom claimed she didn't know either. I felt like I was going crazy. Our wedding was 5 months away and my fiancé had basically ghosted me. After 3 weeks, I started questioning everything. Was she seeing someone else? Did she want to call off the wedding but didn't know how to tell me? I checked our joint bank account and saw she'd been using her card at restaurants and gas stations 2 hours away in her hometown, the town where her ex-boyfriend Derek still lived. My stomach dropped when I saw the pattern. Charges at the same coffee shop 3 days in a row, the bar where she used to hang out in college. Even a charge at that Italian place she told me was her and Derek's spot back in the day. I drove to her hometown that Saturday, didn't tell anyone I was coming. I parked outside Derek's apartment complex because I remembered the address from when she drunkenly told me about driving by it years ago. Sure enough, Jessica's car was in the parking lot. I sat there for 2 hours feeling sick. Finally, she walked out with Derek. They weren't holding hands or anything, but they were laughing together. She looked happier than she'd looked with me in months. I took a picture, got back in my car, and drove home. She called me that night asking how I was doing. I asked her flat out if she'd been spending time with Derek. Dead silence on the other end. Then she started crying and admitted she'd been staying at her friend Lauren's house, but yes, she'd met up with Derek a few times, just as friends, to get closure. I asked why she needed closure from a relationship that ended 6 years ago. She said she just needed to know if she was making the right choice marrying me. That hearing from Derek helped her realize I was the one she wanted. I hung up on her. 2 days later, she showed up at our apartment with flowers and tears. Said she was done with her break and ready to move forward with wedding planning. She acted like nothing major had happened. Started talking about finalizing the menu and picking out centerpieces. I just stared at her. I told her I saw her with Derek. I knew about all the meetups. I showed her the bank statements with all the charges in her hometown. Her face went completely white. She tried explaining that she really was just getting closure, that nothing physical happened between them. But even if that was true, she'd lied to me for 3 weeks. Let me sit at home worried sick while she played house with her ex-boyfriend. That wasn't wedding stress. That was her testing if the grass was greener. I told her the wedding was off. She could keep the ring or sell it, I didn't care. She started sobbing, saying I was overreacting, that lots of couples take breaks, that she chose me in the end, so what was the problem? The problem was, I didn't want to marry someone who needed to audition her ex-boyfriend before committing to me. I started packing her stuff. She kept begging me to reconsider, saying we'd already put deposits down on everything. I told her that was her problem now. She could explain to her parents why we were canceling. I moved out the next week and stayed with my brother. Lost $3,000 in deposits, but honestly, I would have lost way more if I'd actually married her. Jessica called me for 2 months straight, left voicemails saying she made a mistake, that she loved me and wanted to fix things. I blocked her number after she showed up at my work. Found out through mutual friends that she tried getting back with Derek after I left. He turned her down, said he only met up with her to prove to himself he was over her, and seeing her confirmed it. Now she's apparently dating some new guy she met on a dating app. I'm doing fine. Better than fine, actually. Dodged a massive bullet.